What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, we're coming back to Nirvana. Yes, indeed, Nirvana Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Andy, and Andy wanted to see me react to this song by Nirvana called Milk It. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I have heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Nirvana, okay? And the video has 82,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Milk It, live in Seattle, Washington, January 5th, 1994. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
The song sounds very disjointed. I'm locking in with the drummer. I'm definitely locking in with Dave. And for the most part, I am locking in with Chris as well. For the most part. There were a couple of places where it felt a little disconnected, but for the most, I would say like 95%, the bass has been locked in with the drums. Guitar, on the flip side, has been very distorted. Now, here's the thing. I know he's doing it on purpose. I know he is. I know he's doing that intentionally. Now, why is he doing it? I don't know, because it is not pleasing to the ear. The song is not flowing well. You hear the bass and the drums, and they got a groove going on, and then The guitar comes in, starts off right with them, and then it's almost like he takes a different tempo, a slower tempo, like a tempo that's about like 4 beats per minute slower, because he falls farther and farther and farther and farther and farther and farther behind. Now, like I said, he's doing that on purpose. It's not an accident. It's not because it's sloppy playing. He's intentionally doing that. And the reason I'm saying he's intentionally doing it is because he's done it twice now. Actually, no, I think he's done it 3 times now. And it's been the exact same way every single time. So that's on purpose. Why? I don't know. I'm sure there are people who are going to say that's really pleasing to the ear for them. I'm sorry.
I respectfully disagree.
I don't think that's very pleasing to the ear at all. It sounds very disconnected from the rest of the song. It's like he's being left behind. I'm just like, I don't know about that. Anyway, let's keep going here. Well, that just happened. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little time to think about this. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nirvana with Milk It. This was a request from Andy. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm going to give my rating here, and I can see a lot of people getting upset with the rating I'm going to give it, but I guarantee you, if you listen to what I say and you hear me out and you hear my reasonings for coming up with the rating I'm going to give it, I think it'll make a lot more sense. You may not agree with me necessarily, but you'll see where I'm coming from and you'll go, oh, okay, I see where he's coming from on that. So here we go. Here comes my rating. Out of 5 stars, I'm going to give that 3 stars. Yeah, 3 stars. Yeah, I think that's the score that this song absolutely deserves. I feel good about it. So yeah, 3 stars. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. I didn't like the song, but at the same time, I didn't dislike the song either. I didn't love it and I didn't hate it. I am very indifferent to this song. I don't really have any particular feeling one way or the other about it. The song as a whole was very disjointed. And that really came down to the guitar playing more than anything else. Now, here's the thing. The thing that was working against the song for the most for me was also probably, I don't know if it's as accurate or not, but it was also at the same time probably the thing that was the most impressive to me about the song. What was happening within the guitar, what Kurt Cobain was playing within the guitar, playing very disjointedly, not playing within the structure of the groove, really stepping outside the line and almost like free play, like no meter whatsoever, just plucking random strings against what's happening with the groove that's happening thanks to Chris and thanks to Dave. So very separated, very disjointed, very distracting. But here's the thing, as much as I may not have liked that, it's also quite possibly the most impressive thing I heard about the song. Now, I have never tried to play disjointed like that. That's not what bass players do. Bass players lock in with the drummer and we establish a groove and we stick to that groove. I have never intentionally tried to intentionally play outside of the groove, against the groove, like literally going against the grain of the song. And I know it was intentional because every single time he did it, it sounded the same. It felt like every time he would start to fall more and more behind, on those lines at the beginning of the song, it was like, okay, if the first time he did, I thought he was maybe, having, I don't know, some sort of a crash or something like that. Like, maybe he was high on something and then he was starting to crash. And as a result, it's disjointed. But the thing is, it was consistently done every single time the exact same way, which tells me he's doing it on purpose. Now, why? I don't know. That I have absolutely no explanation for. But he's doing it on purpose, and I can't imagine. Like, I'm trying to imagine doing it. And I'm going to consistently the same way every time. Folks, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can pull that off. So that's impressive. It is. It doesn't sound like it'd be very easy to do, but he's doing it and he's pulling it off well and he's pulling it off cleanly. So I gotta give him credit for it. As much as I may not like it, I gotta give him credit for it. Vocally, was not a fan of the vocals at all. A lot of it just sounded like a lot of yelling and a lot of screaming, and I'm just like, I don't. Here's the thing. This is a live performance. I don't know how it sounds on the original recording. It may sound exactly like that on the original recording. Then again, maybe it's melodic singing on the recording and he just took it in a different direction for the purpose of the live show. I don't know. I can only base my score on what I heard. And what I heard was yelling and screaming and was not a fan of it. The other major thing that was going for the song was the bass playing and the drumming locking in. When I first heard the intro kick in, I heard the song kick in, I thought Chris might have been going against the drums as well. I thought Chris's bass playing might have been a little disjointed. I was wrong. It wasn't disjointed. It was locked in. I was so distracted by what was happening everywhere else. I mistook that. So I was wrong. And listen, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong, and I was absolutely wrong about that. So no, Dave and Chris were absolutely locked in, and they had a nice groove going, a nice, solid 4/4 groove going. Despite and against what was happening within the vocals and what was happening especially within the guitars. So good on them. Is there an audience for this? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there are people that heard this song, and I'm sure there are people that are going to tell me that this is the greatest song that Nirvana ever wrote. Okay, well, that is your opinion. And you are absolutely entitled to your opinion. I'm not trying to say your opinion is wrong, okay? My opinion, I gotta be honest with you folks, I think this is one of the worst songs I think Nirvana ever wrote. I've heard songs by Nirvana on this channel that are 10 times better than this. 10 times better. And listen, to wrap this up, it's all a matter of perspective. it's all a matter of opinion. Not everybody's going to have the same choices as far as, what they like and what they don't like. Not everyone's going to have the same tastes. Not everybody's going to have the same cup of tea. It's all going to be a little bit different. So there are going to be people who are going to like this. There are going to be people who are going to love this. And there's going to be people like me who really didn't like this at all. But here's the thing. Not every single song from every single band is going to be a hit. If you look at Nirvana's discography, look at their entire catalog of songs, you can go through. And I love the people who say every song that Nirvana writes deserves a 10. Every song deserves a 10. Well then, which song do you like more? Do you like this song more than this song? How about this song versus this song? How about this song versus this song? How would you rank them? You see what I mean? Now at that point, can you honestly give every song a 10? Because if you put this song up here and you put this song down here, are you going to give this song a 10? Well, then what about this song? What does it get? A 10 also? That doesn't make sense. You see what I mean? Or according to my new scoring system, 5 stars for everything? Does everything they do deserve 5 stars? I don't think so. That's not being objective. That's being a fanboy. That's being completely unobjective and just loving everything just because it's Nirvana. Nirvana records a song of them, in a men's restroom, and they record each other farting. And they're gonna put that on an album. No guitar, no bass, no drums, just them farting, and that's gonna be a 10, or that's gonna be a 5-star rating. That's what those people think. That's what those fanboys think, and I'm sorry. I'm glad that's their opinion, and they're entitled to it, but they just showed that they can't be objective. So, anyway, and listen, I'm not gonna love every single thing I hear on the channel. There's gonna be songs from Nirvana I love, and there have been songs from Nirvana that I've absolutely loved, and there have been songs from Nirvana that I've liked, some I've really liked, and some I'm not the biggest fan of. This is definitely one of them. So I'm indifferent to it, honestly. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, and to be honest with you, I don't dislike it because there were some impressive things happening. So I'm just kind of indifferent to it. So that's why I'm giving it the rating of 3 stars. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't like it. I don't dislike it. I'm just right about in the middle with it. So yeah, 3 stars. I feel good with that rating, and that's where we're going to stay. So 3 stars. Final rating. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.